Mass Energy, a nonprofit consumer and environmental group, supports state initiatives and promotes programs that further the use of renewable power. Executive Director Larry Cretion says solar technology is a major focus of the Deval-Patrick administration.
Well, the governor came in and asked his staff, how much solar energy can we get in Massachusetts? And so they came up with a goal of 250 megawatts. Right now we have less than 10 megawatts in Massachusetts, and he wants to get there in 10 years. And so in order to go from 10 to 250, every year we have to increase the amount we produce by 40%.
That growth would be a large step toward Deval-Patrick's ultimate vision.
The governor has another goal, which is to try to make Massachusetts a leader in the concept of zero net energy homes and buildings, which is at the end of the year you don't have an energy bill that you're paying because you're using a certain amount of power and you're able to meet that demand with what you can produce on your site.
This self-sufficient concept, known as distributed generation, has benefits that reach beyond the financial.
The old way was build a small number of huge power plants and transmit the power to where it's used. And unfortunately, a lot of those power plants are built in areas where people are low income or don't have political power, and so there's some environmental justice issues associated with all that. So now this concept of distributed generation is, you know, hey, we all use power. Let's try to generate as much on our site as possible.
To accomplish these initiatives, the Green Communities Act was created. In 2008, Governor Patrick and the legislature adopted a set of mandates and incentives to make conversion to sustainable energy more attractive.
On the electricity side, the Green Communities Act says that in 2009, 5% of our power is going to come from renewable energy, but it's going to go up 1% a year in perpetuity.
One of the opportunities for that growth may come from the commercial sector.
He actually wants to require them to put solar energy on their site to meet a certain percentage of their electricity needs through solar energy. And I think one reason why he's motivated to do it is the federal tax credit is very generous. It's even more generous for businesses than it is for homeowners. They also get a tax benefit called depreciation. They get to write it off faster on their taxes. And at the state level, they get to deduct 100% of it from their state income tax. When you add it all up, a business that installs solar is going to have a payback period of about 5 years, maybe even less. And so it's not really asking them to make a financial challenge at all. It's more about getting them to think.
By requiring commercial sites to install solar, Massachusetts hopes to increase the benefits to residential consumers. Even before these benefits materialize, the government hopes to provide residents with additional incentives, one of which has a surprising source: last year's bailout bill.
Some of the advocates in Congress for renewable energy slipped some provisions in that we like, which is they expanded the tax credits that people could get for putting solar on their home. And so now it's a 30% tax credit on what you're investing in at your home. In addition, there's a $1,000 tax credit that you can get on your state income tax.
Beyond taxes, further rewards are generated through a partnership between Massachusetts Technology Collaborative and Governor Patrick.
He has a program called Commonwealth Solar, where you can get, if you install solar in Massachusetts, you can get a pretty substantial rebate to help reduce that upfront cost. All these things begin to chip away at the cost, so we think we're going to start seeing more solar energy adopted on residential homes and on businesses in 2009.